thrilled to welcome our guest this morning from one of the biggest bands on planet Earth. And We Will Rock You, featuring their music, returns to the London Coliseum this summer, 21 years after it first appeared in the West End. From Queen, good morning, Roger Taylor.
Good morning, Zoe.
Oh,
nice
lovely to see you. Last time I saw you, it was backstage at the Platinum Jubilee. And such an amazing performance. What a night.
Yeah, it was quite a day, actually, rehearsing in front of, I don't know how many, 100,000 people in the Mall. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Absolutely incredible. Before we talk about business, do you watch the television show Succession?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
So are you aware of the likeness that people are saying yourself and Logan Roy? Basically, there's an amazing picture of Brian Cox where he has his glasses on and he has a similar moustache and beard.
I've got my glasses here.
And then you put your... I mean, it's uncanny.
Yeah, well,
you couldn't be further in character from Logan Roy.
Or Rupert Murdoch.
Here we go. That's quite incredible. It's uncanny. Are you up to date with Succession at the moment?
Not entirely. I got a bit fed up with the kids.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's a bit annoying up there, Squabble.
I know, squabble. But I have to say, if you can, it's the last season at the moment and it's worth catching up.
I will.
It is so good.
I will keep up to date with it.
I'll say no more than that. So when the idea of We Will Rock You came out, you weren't that keen on musicals in the beginning, musical stage shows.
I've always found it faintly ridiculous when in the middle of a tense situation people burst into joyous, song of any kind, really. I never quite get used to that. But so we tried to make it so in the show We Will Rock You, that it's sort of almost the natural thing to do is to actually sing a song. Obviously it's not. But we wanted to make it rock and roll, actually, and not too typically musical theatre, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
And didn't want too much, all that long, warbly notes. We wanted to keep it somewhere close to the originals.
Yeah, which you've magically done, and it's such a popular show, so I know people are thrilled that it's coming back to the West End. And also, there is a new cast. There is a new rebel leader. The man that helped to bring it to the stage in the first place, Ben Elton, is now.
Yes.
He wrote it, and now he's actually in it.
Yes, I mean, I think he's been dying to do it all along, actually. Watching him in the auditions, he's very good. He's tireless.
Yeah.
Ben is just the most amazing industry. And, things like Upstart Crow, fantastically inventive and endlessly clever and funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And is he enjoying being up there on the stage himself, do you think?
He's going to love it, I think, yeah. He's going to have to sing, though.
I know.
But not very much, hopefully.
I don't know if I've ever heard Ben Elton sing.
No, I don't think anybody has.
The world waits. We're holding its breath. Lee Mead is in there, and Brenda Edwards as well.
Yeah,
what
fabulous.
A cast.
Brenda was, before, she was Killer Queen, and she is Killer Queen again. She's wonderful. She's got great comedy. She's wonderfully big character, warm, and, of course, she sings. She really sings it beautifully. And so we were so pleased to get Brenda back.
How many times do you think you've seen it? Have you lost count?
At the beginning, it was like a sort of baby we were bringing up, and I'd be in the Dominion most nights, actually, for the first quite painful period. It got quite a mauling from the critics, who gradually came to sort of almost like it, and ended up with Time Out called it the show that ate London, I think, after being quite snipey about it. But, hey,
But it just goes to show as well, don't necessarily read the critics. I have that. Sometimes there's a couple of movie critics who I really like, and I often like the things they like. But sometimes you just got to see stuff yourself, because we all love different stuff and don't necessarily read everything.
Absolutely, especially with movies. I find I watched Babylon the other day, which got terrible reviews, and I loved it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
what a feat of cinema as well.
The end 20 minutes and the beginning 10 minutes is quite extraordinary.
Yeah, Damien Chazelle, quite a talent, I have to say. Roger, we'll chat some more in a minute, but I wanted to play one of my favourite Queen songs, Cool Cat. Such a thrill to play Cool Cat by Queen on The Breakfast Show. It's so good. That features in many of our sort of summer vibey holiday playlists.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
We were talking about our next American tour, which is in October, November, and that one came up. I would never have guessed, but it is popular.
Yeah, it is popular. So speaking of the tour, how excited are you guys to get back out on the road playing?
Oh, it's great. It's great to know that, Brian and I, we're kind of getting on. And it's just nice to know we can still do it. So we announced the tour in America, and it sold in a day.
Wow.
So it's just a wonderful affirmation of what you do. It just cheers you up, to feel vaguely relevant somehow still,
Don't be hard on yourself, honestly. I think people will come. As long as you play, people will always come. Last month, Radio 2 listeners voted for their ultimate Queen song. Mm-hmm. Probably no surprise, the Bohemian Rhapsody came out.
No, I wasn't amazed.
No shock. One of your favourites, Radio Gaga, in the top 5 there.
Lovely.
And, is it quite interesting to see some of the songs that came up there?
It's fascinating because when we released, for instance, Don't Stop Me Now, it's become a huge song. When we released it, it was I think it just scraped in the top 10 and didn't get anywhere in America, I don't think. And now it's just enormous everywhere.
It's a real wonderful thing generationally as well. My daughter Nellie, when she found out that, you were coming on the show and that Brian had been in, she's 13, she absolutely loves Harry Styles, all the pop. But she sobbed when I took her home one of Brian's books that he had signed for her. She loves you guys. And that's the amazing thing. So I guess when you play, you have all the generations out there in the crowd.
Yeah.
And the kids know the words to everything.
It's incredible. I mean, I don't know, what is it, the internet? Is it whatever it is? I think the movie obviously helped. But it is fantastic for us to know that there's all those generations. And who would have thought all those years ago we'd still be having sort of 12-year-olds at the shows? It's just incredible. In fact, we didn't get 12-year-olds at the beginning. So
gosh.
We're going backwards.
We are going backwards. It's brilliant. I love that. And speaking of kids, we know you're a huge fan of the Foo Fighters.
Oh, I am.
Have you heard the new music?
No, I haven't.
Ooh.
I haven't. I was in almost daily contact with Dia Taylor.
Oh, I know he was really close.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking. In fact, he's godfather to my son, Rufus. I love the Foo Fighters. They're like my brothers. Yeah,
I know they are. And you sometimes have those moments that sort of it's quite hard to believe that Taylor's gone.
It's very hard.
I know. Yeah. How is Rufus doing?
Well, Rufus is phenomenal. He's turned into this scary, great drummer with the darkness. I watched him the other day at Wembley Arena. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal band. Great band live. I love the darkness. And my son, he's just annoyingly powerful, and he's become very, very good. Yeah, I can't say any more.
Yeah, well, it must be quite a hard thing, because I've seen it with my own son when he said to his dad about wanting to DJ.
Yeah.
And, I guess there's that thing with the kids, because you know how hard it is to do what you do, and you know that not everyone makes it, and da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So I guess you've got to stand back and watch them learn.
I think so. I mean, you know what the odds are. The odds are well against. But he's done it through ability and focus. You've got to have that, haven't you? And you've got to keep plugging away as well,
Do you ever drum together at home?
No, not really.
No.
Can't keep up with them.
Can't keep up with the young'uns anymore. There were rumours that he might tour with the Foo Fighters. Do you know anything?
Well, he does play brilliantly with them. He knows all their stuff, knows them all very well. He did play Best of You.
Oh, yes, Best of You.
With the Foos, and it was phenomenal at Wembley and in the Forum in LA. What exactly is happening now, I don't know.
I know, and we don't know a lot about the Foos' new record. Everything's very much undercover, but exciting though.
But they are working. Yeah, that's really good.
It's really good because it's what Taylor would have wanted.
Yeah, we're never going to forget him.
No, we're never going to forget him.
I can't take him out of my phone.
Oh, bless you. No, you can't. When you've lost people, they're always there, and they're here in the music and in the heart. So loved. When I met him, I couldn't speak to him, Roger. I lost the power of speech. I was so overwhelmed. Yeah. So tickets are on sale for the 12-week run of We Will Rock You. Get in there quick. I'm bringing mine now. It's at the London Coliseum from the 2nd of June. You're touring in the States. Any chance we might get to see you nearer to our shores?
We've had sort of offers, but actually, we've got to gear up. We need to rehearse. We want to be ready.
Yeah.
So we have been offered things over the summer. I think Brian and I just feel it's October, November's great for us.
Yeah, good.
And we're looking forward to that. And, not ruling out anything in the future.
I love that. Never rule anything out. Never say never.
No.
Roger Taylor, so lovely to see you. Thanks for coming to talk to us.
It's been a pleasure.
Take care.